folks, it's Finn. Today I am now 5 weeks post-op from phalloplasty, lower surgery. I had radial forearm phalloplasty, so using the forearm as a donor site. 5 weeks a day, did I say that? I'm still a bit woolly-headed. Sitting down though, at last, no more standing up, I'm back to my normal position for videos. I can just about sit, but it's not hugely comfortable yet. Anyway, so catch up from the bottom up. My incision line underneath the buttocks, where they take the bum graft to replace on the arm, is quite sore again at the moment. It had kind of improved from having the staples out, but underneath the staples there's kind of like the internal stitches that are self-dissolvable over time, and there's a couple of areas under there where I think they're just taking their while to heal, and it's quite sore, and there's just a tiny bit of bleeding. There's nothing wrong. I mean, I've been to the district nurse today, my practice nurse today, just for a check-up and redress, and she said that it's absolutely fine, you know, it'll do that. And Drew and I have just been putting on a little bit of iodine and then putting a little dressing on, and it's just blood that's coming, there's no ooze or nastiness, so it is healing. It's just taking a while, and because you sit on that area, it's obviously going to take a while, and obviously walking as well moves it all about. But it is fine. I've put some photos on my Tumblr account, and there's a timeline of the whole month. I've taken 4 photos to show like the progression over a month, so it's definitely healing, and it helps me to look at those because I think, okay, it's sore today, but it's so much better than it was then, so that's fine. Everything down there, my lower half, the swelling has gone down significantly from everything. My testicle is still making it incredibly hard to walk. It's better than it was. I'm definitely not waddling as much, but there's still some issues walking. I had a request from Ash Saunders to show what my walking is like now at 5 weeks, so this is that.
It's a very nice.
If it wasn't for my testicle, it would be a lot easier.
We'll not be able to see you very well, the sun's in the way as well. It might be a waddling silhouette. Walking a lot better though. Bit wide-legged.
That's probably more to do with the elevation contraption. So still a bit wobbly, as you can see. I'm just needing to keep my legs a little bit far apart, because down the inside of the testicle, towards the inside area near my thigh, because it's still quite tight there and swollen, there's a little bit where it's kind of oozing a little bit, where there's a tiny open wound there. And of course having that rub hurts. So yeah, I'm walking a little bit bandy-legged at the moment, but it's getting better. Again, if you look at the Tumblr site and the wound healing, you can see how it's amazing how your body can go from having a hole in an incision line to being fine in just a space of a couple of weeks. And with so many wounds and so many big wounds everywhere, it's quite common in this kind of surgery that something does open somewhere. So I've learned you don't worry about it as long as someone looks at it, and as long as you put something on it. There's some special absorbent dressings which come under various names. Ergazorb is one of them, Keltostat is another, and you just put some of that on. It's almost like a cotton woolly thing. That goes on, a dressing on top, and that pulls everything out from the wound, any nastiness, so that then it can just close itself from the bottom up, which is incredible, absolutely incredible. Finn Jr. is doing epic. He is getting softer by the day, which is good. As I said from last week, I was told to still support him when I'm walking around, because he's swelling. I am just a sweller. I heal well, but I swell well. So because he's quite heavy, he's pulling on the stitches on the very top of the phallus. It's so much better. I'm still scared to let him hang. It's really frightening. I know it's not going to go for dop and fall off, but there's that fear there. So round the house I'm kind of letting him hang loose a bit more, but then when I'm out and about, kind of padding him up still. And actually, you know, he's fine. I think within like a week he'll probably be fine. I just need to stop being such a chicken and let him hang. He'll be absolutely fine. Everything else down there is looking really, really good. Everything's closing up, as I say. Starting to go down. It's all very confusing down there still. I think where the stent is, it's pulling on my T-dick still, and that's all just kind of quite bunched up. It's just, I don't know if that's it permanently like it is now or whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter because I think I'm likely to have it buried at stage 2, I think. But yeah, it's all just a bit alien down there still, and yeah, I mean, I can touch myself, not in that way, a lot easier now, just kind of explore what's going on. But yeah, it's all a bit strange, and of course it's all going to change again anyway, and it'll keep changing until like this is all finished, so that's all a bit strange. Tummy is all fine. I've still quite numb across this area where they take the nerve ending up into the abdomen. I've still got some numbness and slight tenderness, but it's not too bad at all. Arm, had it redressed today. It looks absolutely fantastic. I've been really lucky actually, I think. I've had nothing, touch wood, go wrong at all. It's all scabbing up now quite nicely and drying up, and there's got like cracks in it, and through those cracks you can see beautiful healthy pink skin, which is so reassuring. Again, pictures on my Tumblr. Really reassuring to see that the body can do that in just a few short weeks, so I'm very reassured that that's going to be absolutely fine. Just got to keep having this redress now, and I'm keeping exercising. Doing all these sort of exercises is so much easier. Obviously I still can't rotate the wrist like that, but otherwise I'm just kind of moving the arm. I can now get it straight off pretty much. There's like a slight bend in my elbow that won't quite go, but I think that's because I've got, where they take the big nerve out here, I've got quite a lump there, and I think that's not helping, and there's lots of swelling here as well, so I'm not quite able to get it straight, but it's definitely getting there. The hand is going down. It's very swollen today. I think when I wear my sling, it kind of pulls the hand this way, and it all sort of swells and seems to kind of stay a bit wonky looking. And then when I kind of come home and massage it again, the swelling does go down, so I should be doing that. I discovered that the other day. If you look at my hand, I don't think it come up on camera how like different coloured it is. I gave it a good baby wipe and then loads of skin started coming off. So I've been doing that daily, getting the layers of skin off, and then just putting some tamanu oil on that I used for my top surgery, just gently massaging it into the hand, and that's kind of getting rid of the dead skin, and it seems to be making the swelling go down, so I'm continuing to do that. But yeah, I'll put up a picture of how it generally looks now. It's like I've got knuckles and everything. Look at this. Amazing. So yeah, it's all going really, really well. I think I'm at a point now where I'm just a bit bored of it all, really. I just want my arm back. I want to kind of be able to start moving it more and get it working, and I'd like my bollock to go down more so that I can walk a lot better. I was just talking to people on the forums, and it is really frustrating that you're not given like a general ballpark idea of what's going on. If it wasn't for forums, I think a lot of us wouldn't know what the devil was going on, because I wouldn't. I mean, you're given kind of guidelines of what to do when you come out of hospital, like do that for the first couple of weeks and then try and straighten it. Ow, sorry, I've got to move a bit. You're given instructions to your practice nurse, things like that, but then everything else, like how long do you wear the sling, when can you start using it properly, there's just not really any guidelines. I know everyone heals differently, but it would be nice to have kind of like a general average that by this time most people are blah blah blah, but then at the bottom it says, you know, this is of course dependent on everyone's personal healing, but this is kind of what we see, and there doesn't seem to be that. So I think as soon as I've come out of this bit, I think I might write a guideline of how I've experienced it, because I think mine has been pretty average so far, just to try and help people, because it is really difficult not kind of knowing what to aim for and what to gauge for, and again especially with this kind of confusion of me not having my phallus flushed when everyone else seems to have had their post-op, seen Mr. Christopher and been flushed. I've only seen the nurse, not been flushed. I'm 5 weeks post-op. I've messaged him today to see what's happening there, and I'll update. But yeah, well, I think that's about it really. I did my little waddle for Ash, so that's sorted, and I flashed my hand, it's all flaky. Obviously I'm not flashing Finn on here, it's on my Tumblr. Keep pointing to this corner, it's probably the wrong corner because I usually do that. Again, on Tumblr there are pictures, they're incredibly explicit. Only click the keep reading at the end of the post if you really want to see them. That's why I've kept them that way. I don't want people stumbling across my penis by accident. It's that big. No, it's not. So yeah, all's going really well. As ever, I'll update on a weekly basis, or as and when I know stuff, but do let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about. I do have a couple of questions from people, and I will get to those soon. I'll leave it there, everybody. Thanks for watching, hope you're all well. Talk soon.